Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Eye Test. It's myself, Lyes, and my guy, CultureCams. And I told you we wouldn't be gone for that much longer, right? Well, one episode and we goes for 8 months. Now we're back.
But are we going to be back through the World Cup?
You tell them.
No. No, we will be back during the World Cup. We'll be back during the World Cup. By hook or by crook, wherever we're going to be. I'm going to be in one state. He's going to be in another state. We'll make it work somehow.
100%.
We'll make it work for you guys. 100%.
But no, we appreciate you guys for welcoming us back as well as you did for the last episode. And since then, PSG are Champions League winners. The club campaign is over. And now it's the best time of the year, man. It's the best time of every 4 years.
Yep.
Copa Mundial. The World Cup is upon us. And this episode is just it's going to be a little prediction, looking forward to all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Where do you want to kind of start with this, man?
You know what, though?
When you think of the World Cup, what is it that really comes to mind? Is there like a core memory for you, something that you just remember first and foremost?
Oh, good question.
You're an unk, so you remember 94, right? What was Switch Cup like in 94?
Good question. Do you know what? I think that, to be fair, the first time I ever cried at football was the World Cup.
Same.
2006 World Cup.
Same.
I cried at the 2006 World Cup.
When
England got knocked out to Portugal.
Come on, bro. You weren't used to...
Come on, man. Wayne Rooney was my idol at that point. You know what I mean? And seeing him go out that way, you know what I mean? And back then, you know, when you're young, like, you don't factor that a man is injured. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, what's Wayne Rooney doing, bro? You know what I mean? Like, why is he playing like this? Yeah, you heard about it, but it's like, it just didn't make sense. You just think, oh, the man's out there. You know, you think all these guys are superheroes when you're young, man. Like, so when seeing Wayne Rooney get the sending off and all of that, it was heartbreaking, bro. At that time, I remember that. So that's probably my first, like, I want to say core memory of the World Cup, because I still saw, I'm showing my age here, but I saw some of the 02 World Cup. So, but at the same time, I think that was the first one that really hit me. Euro 2004 was sad, but that's obviously not the World Cup. But yeah, 2006 World Cup was the one. But I think when I think about the World Cup, I think it's just one of them things. It just captures the imagination. You know what I mean? It just captures the imagination. You see things that you don't normally see. You see all these fans in the stadium. You just see how much football means to the world. And that's what I like about it. Do you know what I mean? And that's why, even though the 48 team thing is a little bit annoying, I can understand the concerns. When you say world, you kind of want world participation. Do you get where I'm coming from?
I do, but like my whole thing with that is like, where does it end?
I know. You know, it will become one day 64.
No, but the next World Cup is 64 because, well, it's like a one-off, right? Because it's the 100-year anniversary.
Oh my days.
So it's gonna be 64. My whole thing, people keep saying like, oh, it's the world's game. Everyone should have a chance. Look at how much it means to Haiti qualifying. And I'm just thinking, like, yeah, bro, I can imagine if India qualify one day, it'll mean a lot to them. But, like, does that now mean that everyone should just be like, it'll mean, the World Cup would mean a lot to everybody who qualifies.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that everybody should get to qualify. And I just want to ask people, because I know every time I say it, I'm expecting backlash. People saying, oh, you're too elitist, this and that.
Yeah.
But when is enough enough?
Yeah.
Because if you either got to be, oh, everyone can play, or no, this should still be elite competition. That's kind of where I sit on it. Yeah. And I kind of hear you with the World Cup, right? That's the first time I ever cried. I think I told you this story. The first time I ever cried was Zidane getting sent off. I saw my family crying, and I was some dumb kid. That's not what we do. So I just started crying too. But bro, I love the World Cup so much, man. Even when my team, like when Algeria's in it, I'll never forget 2014 was amazing. But even when they're not in it, man, like last World Cup was so amazing, bro. I know we watched it from home. Obviously, this one we're gonna be fortunate to be on site for it. But bro, there's just something about it, man. The vibes, the flags, the song. Even though the songs this year ain't been great, Speed's trying to do something right now, but the songs ain't been iconic yet. But there's just something about the whole vibe of a World Cup, man, that it gets you in the spirit, man.
It's different. I mean, where are you going to be based? You're going to be
in New York for the whole time, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to try and get to different places. I'm trying to be in Kansas for one of Algeria's games.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up into Miami with you, bro. We'll see. I mean, you talked about maybe going to New York.
Yeah. So, but listen, I think I'm going to be around. You know what I mean? Originally, I'm going to be in Dallas. So, guys, anybody that's based in Dallas, hit me up, man. Like, hit me in the DMs. Shout Lyes as well if you're going to be in New York. If you're going to be in New York.
If you see me in the streets, don't shout me. No, make sure to say hi to us if you see us wherever you're at.
100%. And then I'm going to be in Miami as well. Hopefully, I can touch New York at some point. We'll see England have a game in Boston. We'll see what happens, innit? I'm trying to be out and about. But yeah, man, I think that's what's going to make it so exciting as well. I know from our personal view is that we're going to be able to be there. And you know what I mean? Like on the soil in America, in the right time zones. And guys, that is also one of the reasons why we decided to go to America, because we want to have enough energy, enough like vibe to give you guys good match reactions.
Bro,
I'm seeing some games in the UK are kicking off at 3 a.m. I'm sorry, I'm not giving you a 6 a.m. reaction. I tried with the NBA playoffs. I was struggling.
I'm interested in seeing how I'm going to do it actually for my match reactions. I'm still debating whether it's going to be like an end of day match, day recap, or whether I'm going to do maybe a big game happens and you have to do a reaction. Stay tuned for that.
It's definitely something to think about. But yeah, man, time zone is super important for us to be able to give you guys that energy.
Any work you're doing out there? Any cool opportunities you're doing out there?
Yeah, so obviously talking to a few brands at the moment. Nothing has completely been signed and sealed for me to say, yeah, this is what I'm doing. But of course, we're still doing the eye test with BR. We're still going to be putting out them clips and stuff, guys. So stay tuned and stay locked into BR. We're still going to be doing that. And yeah, man, as I said, mostly I just want to be out there. First game for England. I'm going to the fan festival, bro. I'm talking to the fans. I'm mixing with them. Do you know what I mean? This is what I want. My main drive is myself. Everything else is a bonus. But my main drive is my YouTube and my own ideas.
Doing a lot out there, bro. Yeah. I'm working sport. I got my Sports Illustrated show out there. I'm doing that. I'm doing a few other bits and bobs. I got a House of Highlights show I'm doing when I'm out there, bro.
Hit up about... We'll have that conversation. We'll talk
This guy saying, you're not in discuss. Well, hold on.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it off air.
Yeah, so it's gonna be good. And of course, we can announce too that we are doing a bit of a partnership with somebody for this World Cup too.
Yes.
So this World Cup, myself and Cam have partnered up with Splash Sports, which is a peer-to-peer gaming site where you get to compete against your favorite community. Us!
Ha! You're gonna lose!
This one is really, really interesting, right? Because, hey, there's a lot on the line.
Me and Lyes are running a $100,000 World Cup Survivor.
100K!
100K. Now listen, here's the catch though. We are basically going to be guessing every team to go through in the World Cup. But you can only pick a team once. So you pick 4 teams in the group stage and they all have to advance. If you even get one wrong, you're dead. You're done. You're out. It's World Cup Survivor.
And you're not supposed to... that's the thing. And you're not meant to pick the big teams early on.
If you're playing it smart. Now, some people might try and front run. They might try and front run and bring the big teams and see what goes on from there.
But then you're running a risk.
You're running a risk. So this is what I'm saying. You got to know ball, but you've got to know it tactically. This is about strategy.
So group stage, you don't want to touch Spain or France.
If you're smart.
Who are you thinking that in terms of the first, who would you want to go for?
Like, you got to be, maybe the US, maybe Canada.
Teams that are going to get out, but you're not going to mind if you can't use them later on.
Exactly. So you got to be really, really smart because listen, in the knockout rounds, you get 1 pick per round. Now you would probably think that sounds easiest, right? But again, you can only pick a team once, guys. So you can't just pick France. You've got to be strategic about it. And there's going to be times you're probably picking a team you might not be so comfortable with, but that's why 100K is on the line.
And not only is there 100K on the line, a whole pool of 100K for the winners, there's also the honor, the privilege of beating me and Cam.
Hey, Lyes, listen.
That's a priceless.
Yeah, but listen, we can keep the 100K in the household. Should we?
Yeah. No, they think this is some charity thing.
Let it all.
I'm thinking we need a new air fryer.
Some new furniture.
TV could be a little bigger, you know what I'm
saying? To enter, it's a $15 entry and you must be based in the US or Canada. So that means if you are European and you are doing your World Cup in the US, you can still play. You just have to be on US or Canadian soil. And of course, guys, you must be 18 plus. And of course, the World Cup starts on June 11th, so you need to have your entry in by 3 p.m. Eastern on June the 11th.
Now, if you're not from the US or Canada, or you don't want to spend money, there is also a free bracket that we want to get you guys involved in. This one works a little bit differently. It's all about accruing the most points based on your predictions. You get 1 point for group stage, 1 point for round of 32, 2 points for round of 16, 4 points for quarterfinals, 8 points for semifinals, and 16 points for a correct final. And the people who finish in the top 5 will win $100 in Splash cash.
Shout out Splash Sports to this, man. This is gonna be lit. I can't lie. This
has given me like, on top of everything you said about the World Cup, I got something to stay.
Last man standing.
Best believe I'm looking at every single one of your picks the night before.
You,
yeah, man.
The thing is, guys, if you don't want to participate because you know you're gonna lose, just bro, don't waste my time. Bro, don't waste my time.
But you kind of strike me as the guy that, you know, he loses interest or he forgets a week. I can't lie. I'm looking at you.
You're right.
Yeah, I know you, bro.
You're right. My alarm is gonna be set. Trust me. So the link to the paid one and the link to the free one will be in the description. The paid one is /Lyes and the free one is /Cam because I'm for the community. Oh. He likes money too much. He likes money. So make sure it's in the description, guys. Go and click it. And we really want you guys to get involved because this is just a bit of fun. We want to add a bit of fun to the football. Let's do it. I can't lie though. Listen, I'm ready to take 100K. So listen, if you don't want to participate in it, don't participate.
But you know, either of us win it, we split it between the two of us, right?
Listen,
of course, right?
I mean, that's about a couple years of rent. You know what I mean? Pay off in advance.
A couple years of rent.
Yeah, pay off in advance. You know what I mean? Boom, boom. This house is secured. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll put a depot down. You know what I mean? Just buy the house at this point. You know what I mean? Buy it.
But let's talk World Cup, man.
Yeah.
Let's talk World Cup.
Oh man, I'm excited though. I am excited for it. Is it me or it just feels mad soon? I can't believe it's in.
Bro, it crept out of nowhere, bro.
What the hell?
It crept out of nowhere. It feels like it was just the other day when we were doing Argentina versus France in that one studio we were at doing a reaction to that. It feels like yesterday, bro.
It's 9 days away, man. Do you think we can get a game like that again this World Cup? That was iconic, innit?
It's like it's
today.
hard to say you will, but then you look in the time between that, and we had an amazing game between Bayern and PSG. So like those games do happen. It just depends on how both sides kind of approach it. And then I guess the beauty of the World Cup is just the players. Like, what player is going to give you a moment like Mbappe? I think that's really what it comes down to. Because if you ask Didier Deschamps, I'm pretty sure he didn't want a 3-3 in that game. He probably would have loved a 1-0 or something.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just have players that enter flow state in the biggest stages. And I think that's what makes the World Cup so great. Because when you think of the greatest players, Maradona 86. Like, what he did against England, there ain't no tactic to draw that up, bro. Just give the ball to the guy and pray. Yeah. Right? You look at Messi at the last World Cup, Zidane, R9. Who's going to be that star this tournament? There's a few names that I think everyone is looking at. Mbappe has kind of made this tournament his own. Yamal, though, man. Is this like, off the top of your head, who's like the best player ever with the best breakout tournament? Bar like Pele, right? Like in 58 or whatever.
Oh, as in like in any international
tournament. Yeah, because like Messi and Ronaldo, like they had 06, but it wasn't like they weren't
Ronaldo
superstars
was really good
yet.
in 04.
No, we're talking about World Cup.
Oh, World Cup. Okay.
Like they weren't superstars yet, and they didn't have like superstar tournaments. You know what I mean?
So, are you saying before they become superstars, or when they're already superstars?
No, I'm talking like their first tournament.
Are they a superstar
and they had a superstar tournament.
Oh.
And they are also a great player.
Name.
So I'm not talking about like James. James is a big name, but like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even R9 94 was his first World Cup, and he didn't really play. Kaká 02
didn't play.
Is it Dino 06 or 02? Sorry.
But even it was good. Yeah, he was really good. But is it enough to say that was his breakout, unbelievable tournament?
Man. Maybe it's Mbappe 2018.
Yeah, maybe it's Mbappe.
I don't know.
Again,
I just feel
like if you can't say James, then you can't really say Mesut Ozil. You can't really include him in 2010.
I'm just thinking like Yamal's entering this tournament.
Thomas Muller, 2010.
Even him though, like you know, the reason I'm asking that is because Yamal is entering this tournament in the eyes of some people as the best player in the world in his first tournament. Yeah. Have we seen that before? Where like the best player in the world, his first tournament, he's that already? I don't think so.
Probably not. I think if you have to go back, I wouldn't say he was the best player in the world.
Or up there.
But this guy had a lot of hype and was seen as one of the best strikers in the world and had a breakout moment is Michael Owen in 98. You know what I mean? That Argentina goal. He had 1 golden boots already in the Premier League.
True.
So he was a
Zidane
superstar.
Zidane in 98. That's his first tournament.
Wow.
And it's on home turf. And he was already like, I think he had won the Champions League by then already.
Yeah.
No. He hadn't. Sorry, 02.
He lost those.
But he was already an established big name in the game.
That's a good one.
So it's probably that one.
Zidane.
But the hype around Yamal entering this tournament, it's just like, he's like bubbling. Yeah. Bro, you know what I mean? And the fact that he had that Euros already, it makes it, everyone's just going to be watching him. It's a shame for me, the injury.
Man. That's what I said. Like, I feel like it's given Wayne Rooney 06 vibes a little bit, man. I remember going into that tournament, Wayne Rooney, after what he did in Euro 2004, you're thinking, a fit Wayne Rooney, that England team that everybody talks about, golden generation. Really and truly, that was only going to work if Wayne Rooney was at his absolute best. and then he breaks his metatarsal. I think it's Carvalho breaks his metatarsal against Chelsea late in the season. And then this is the first time I'd ever heard about them flipping protective boots, and he was in all these chambers and ice and all of this type of stuff. He came to the tournament a little stocky, a little bit overweight, you know how Wayne Rooney gets, and he just never got to be what the Wayne Rooney that we expected. So I'm just hoping that isn't the case with Yamal, because look, we've seen how guys return back from hamstring injuries, bro. Not saying Saka is the level of Lamine Yamal, but we've seen it's taken him a long time. We've seen it with people like Kun Aguero. If you want to go into basketball terms, look at J-Dub at OKC. I mean, you keep trying to come back and you keep getting packed up. We just have to... Can Lamine Yamal have that burst? Is he going to have that ferociousness, that dynamism?
The thing is, he would have been out for about a month and a half, no?
Yeah.
By the time he comes back. Yeah. So it's not like he's really...
But I mean, he's rumored not even to be playing the first 2 games. Yeah. So you're not fit. You're not fit. You're not fit. Simple as.
Especially hamstring. It's like, you can never, like, it's always the next burst could be the one. You know what I mean?
So now are we going to see a bit more of a reserved playmaking?
No, but you can't have a reserved playmaking Yamal. No. Yamal, what makes him so brilliant is the fact that he's not reserved. Exactly. Is the fact that he does whatever the hell he wants. Mm-hmm. I want to see Yamal like on his Messi 35-year-old gimmick. Like,
yeah, man, that's the problem. So you're not fit. Your first time playing football is going to be match day 3 potentially of the World Cup. I mean, he would have to have. I mean, he's still young, so hopefully his genetics will just. He can heal quickly, but
what do you think? It's like overnight his muscles are just like.
Nah, I just mean hopefully he can cope with the pain
genetics.
more.
What does that mean, bro?
No, I mean hopefully he can cope with the pain more. Is what I'm trying to say. No, if he's old, if he's 27
self-healing or something, bro.
Yeah, bro. The regenerative cells in his body, bro.
You watch so much Dragon Ball Z, bro. What the hell?
No, but yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one right there. But I don't know. That was a good question. I think Zidane and Michael Owen's the answer.
I mean, speaking of Yamal then, because I'm sure if you were to do like, bookies odds or whatever, who is the favorite to win player of the tournament right now, he probably is up there, injury or not. But when you kind of look forward to this tournament, is there a player you're looking at and saying, yeah, I need you to dominate. Like, I need you to make this tournament your own. Is there someone outside of Yamal, I guess? Yeah,
there's a few for me. And that's actually, I was going to ask you, like, who you... I'm not saying I'm investing stocks in them, but I was going to ask, is there anyone you're investing stocks in, which we'll talk about in a sec. I actually think this has to be the tournament for Bruno. I'm sorry, Bruno, you're walking into this tournament as the player of the season in the Premier League. People put you in this world-class bracket. People are calling you the best 10 in the world. So it's not like, you're a minnow and just trying to impress. No, you're walking in as one of the...
You're going into a top team, by the way.
Exactly. You're walking into a top team and you're walking in as one of the outstanding performers in Europe. I know you didn't play in Europe, but you get what I'm saying, in the continent of Europe.
What's so funny about that? I think, I've probably been doing content with you in this period. I think for the last 3 tournaments now, I've probably gone into it saying Bruno Fernandes is going to be the player of the tournament. I think I've genuinely had that prediction because of the way Bruno plays and because of the way international football is centered. I always feel like Bruno's style should translate to that even better than it already does at club level. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the last World Cup we had, I said, Bruno's a sleeper for player of the tournament. And I think the last Euros, I said, I think Bruno's going to be the best player of the tournament.
I think I said that as well for the Euros, actually. I think he might have been up there.
I just think, bro, the way he plays and the team around him, you'd expect Bruno to be lights out. And I don't think he's had bad tournaments per se. I don't think so at all. But I'm still kind of waiting. Similar to how I've always said about De Bruyne, by the way. I'm still waiting for Bruno to make a tournament his own. And I think he has a big opportunity because contrary to De Bruyne, who maybe entered 1 tournament or 2 with an amazing Belgium team, Bruno's entering this World Cup with a favorite at the tournament.
I think another one is same thing for the same team, but I just think his consistent level so high is Vitinha. I think this could be another one. It could be a Modric type tournament in 2018. Rakitic, Modric. Can they do like a Rakitic, Modric with Neves and him? We'll see. I think Vitinha, he plays at such a good level that I think he'll continue that this tournament as well. So I think that's something. I know Vitinha is a bit of a boring one because he doesn't score goals and all that type of stuff, but I think he's one.
Is this you investing stocks or is this you saying I want a good tournament from them?
No, this is me saying I want a good tournament from them.
Well, then I think there's only one man that you can say that about, and that's Vinicius Jr., bro.
Good one.
I think no one, like, because I'm going to do a video on my channel soon about the players with the most pressure entering this tournament.
As well.
And I think he's up there for me. I'm not sure if he's number 1, but he's certainly up there. I actually think the Neymar reintroduction has done him a lot of good because I think now a lot of the attention maybe goes away from him, and I think he needs that because I don't think he's ready
now.
Yeah, but like even Casemiro said it the other day, every press conference we're at, we get 50 questions about Neymar. I think Vinicius he needs that because Vinny has shown now he's not ready to lead Brazil, not even just be their best player, lead them. And I think Neymar coming in maybe takes a little bit of the responsibility off his shoulders.
Good goal against Panama. He celebrated like with pure relief.
Yeah, I don't need a good goal against Panama. I need a good goal against France. I need a good goal against England in the quarterfinals. That's what I need from Vinicius Jr. You talk about coming off 2 mediocre, like not unsatisfactory. That's what I'll call it. 2 unsatisfactory seasons with Real Madrid, and coming off now many years underperforming with Brazil. Vinicius Jr. needs to make this tournament his own, bro.
Yeah, I want to see, and there's 2 more players that there's a lot of players in this tournament that we can talk about.
Anyone from England for you?
Yeah, I was about to say it's Harry Kane. I'm sorry, it's Harry Kane. Listen, 2018 World Cup. Yeah, you can say you won the Golden Boot, but hat-trick against Panama, Tunisia, and stuff, did nothing against Croatia. It's not enough for me. Did he score in the
knockouts? He might have. I think he might have scored a pen against Colombia. Is it Colombia or was it? We beat Colombia on penalties.
Yeah,
but it was 1-1 in regular time. I think he scored the opener.
Maybe. I'm not too sure.
My whole thing with Kane is I
just think the performances for England
it's weird, right? Because he's their top scorer.
Yeah.
And he's scored a lot of goals at tournaments. But I still think with Kane, you're waiting for either the tournament where he is by far and away the guy for England. Yeah. Because I think you look at every tournament and Sterling in the Euros, Jude at the last Euros, other tournaments where I just think it's been a team effort. I'm still waiting for Kane to have that tournament for England. And I'm also waiting for him to have that moment for England.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. And look, the last few tournaments, with England, we've been calling for different strikers to come in mid-tournament. That has always been the case. Oh, Ollie Watkins. Oh, Daniel Sturridge or Vardy. Every time it happens, every single tournament, you're calling and thinking, Kane, he's dropping deep. He's doing all of this. Like, is this the right thing for him? The discussion always ends up, Kane looks a bit unfit, I think he's nursing an ankle injury and and always the case. And I just want Kane as who is right now a front runner for the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Show yourself as that. And my next one.
I was going to say, before you go to the next one, do you think Tuchel has selected the best team for Harry Kane this tournament? Because I low-key think this team really suits him.
He has.
Because one thing we've said about Kane as well, too, the biggest thing is always, he doesn't have runners. He needs guys to... I think you look at this team, and he's gotten rid of a lot of ball-to-feet guys.
Yes, exactly.
Foden's not there. Palmer's not there. You're looking at Gordon, Madueke, Rashford, Saka to an extent. Yeah. These are all guys that Kane should be looking up at and seeing running off of him, and that's where you would assume he kind of gets the best out of him.
That's what seems that Tuchel's going for. He's going for proper wide men, not no... Oh, I play 10, I play left, I play right. You don't know what they are. I play false 9. Proper wide men, a balanced midfield. That's what he's gone for. Standard. Jude, if he plays, will run off. Morgan Rogers will run off. That's exactly what he's gone for. So, yes, a team that suits Kane's characteristics. And we know that Kane and Tuchel have worked with each other already. So, I'm guessing that he knows the guy, right? But my next one, actually, you're talking about Vinny hasn't given an international tournament. We're talking about all these names. Kane. Who else did I say? Vitinha, Bruno. It's Ousmane Dembele. It's Ousmane Dembele.
It's a good shout.
He never gets mentioned when it comes to France. It's Ousmane Dembele. You got hooked in the World Cup final with the worst performance we ever seen in a World Cup final.
He's done a lot since then to almost,
You saved your name. You're the Ballon d'Or winner. You're walking in as the Ballon d'Or winner. So can we put expectations? Because I know everyone wants to say Kylian Mbappe. No. Mbappe, you have done your thing in the France Cup. Now, when we go back to Real Madrid, we're back onto you.
We'll go get to Mbappe. You talk about
when it comes to Real Madrid, we'll talk about you. But France, you've done your thing, right? Especially at a World Cup. If it was Euros, I'll be back talking about Mbappe. But in a World Cup, you've done your thing. It's harsh for me to talk about a guy who's about to potentially be the all-time scorer of the World Cup and say, I need something from you. I think he will do what he needs to do. Ousmane Dembele, 2018, you played one game. Deschamps said, mate, I never want to see you again.
He got dropped from a tweet.
You know what I mean? The final, you played, you got hooked in a worse performance we've seen. Ousmane Dembele, you are now in a different zone, in a different place. You're winning Champions League back-to-back. You're the Ballon d'Or winner. You found yourself in this false 9 role. All of a sudden, you're arguably one of the best pressing forwards we've seen in the world at the moment. You're fit. I have expectations for Ousmane Dembele in a France shirt. We can't just go this whole career with France and Dembele has done nothing.
I agree with you. Dembele has pressure, but I'm going to talk about Mbappe a little bit because I do think this is an interesting situation here where a guy 4 years ago was at the top of the world and it felt like he had nothing left to prove.
Yeah.
And 4 years later, I feel like he's got to do it all over again. And to an extent, I think he does, man. I don't think we can definitely say, oh, Mbappe gets this tournament off.
No.
But we're only saying that because of what's happened between these two World Cups, bro. It almost feels like we're looking at Mbappe again. Can you prove yourself one more time?
Yeah.
Because in this 4-year period, a lot has happened. Yamal has emerged. The Real Madrid move has happened.
Yep.
PSG have emerged as the dominant force in Europe. And Mbappe has not come out of this 4-year period better than he entered it. So I think there is pressure on him to almost remind the entire world that, okay, this Real Madrid thing hasn't worked out to the max. PSG is not a good look on me, but I'm still Kylian Mbappe. So I think there is a lot of pressure on him. And also, you're talking about Dembele. Dembele has emerged as this guy over the last 2 years, in part as well, due to the way he's been profiled and platformed by Enrique, and that's as a central player with the freedom to go.
I'm interested
for
in that
France,
dynamic.
he doesn't get played like that. He gets played on the right. Olise almost gets played in the 10.
Yeah.
Mbappe plays up front still. Is that the best way of unlocking all three of those players, given the way they've all played for Bayern, Real Madrid, and PSG respectively? So
Deschamps has got decisions to make.
I think he's got big decisions because he's got a lot of options. He is blessed beyond belief with names. Doué. He's got a lot.
Barcola, did he get called up?
Yeah, he got called up. He's got a lot of options. How do you kind of utilize them? Because 4 years ago, he did amazing by playing Mbappe off Giroud. I thought that was an amazing dynamic. Are we going now with Mbappe leading the line for France?
Yeah,
I gotta wait and see to see that, man.
So, all right, cool. So that's the people that we want to see stuff from. It's not necessarily the guys that have the most pressure. I wouldn't say Vitinha has the most pressure or anything.
But
it's just the guys we want to see. You know, you want to see a good tournament from these type of guys. They haven't necessarily all had that tournament yet. So it'll be interesting to see that. But who are you investing some stocks in this tournament? I've got a few little names.
Teams?
Teams. No, players.
Players. Ooh.
Can I go first?
Go ahead.
Ryan
from Brazil.
He's
got an opportunity on the right? Because Esteval was out, yeah.
The opportunity is there. And some people are even saying, did Ryan should have got called up, João Pedro? I mean... Nah, I think this guy's a very good player. I said
the other day, I think he's potentially the next £100 million player.
I mean, 100%. Like, he is a very good player. And I just think to myself, like, we're always looking for that breakout star. We're always looking for that, who's the young player of the tournament. I think it could be him. And he scored a nice little, audacious little finish the other day. You know what I mean? And
he's a baller. He's actually, he's big.
He gives me Brazil vibes. You know what I mean?
But
I'm not saying he's like... He's not like Joga Benito.
No, but he's like the modern day Joga Benito.
Yeah,
bro, look at it. He's a tank, bro.
He's a big guy. Yeah.
I saw him lock up Doku
and the way his drive as well. The way he can drive, he's direct. He's got a shot on him. That I'm really looking forward to seeing Ryan. So I'm investing stocks into him.
Bless you. You know who I'm low-key investing stocks in? I'm low-key investing stocks in Igor Thiago, bro.
Ooh.
Did you see his performance the other day?
I didn't see it.
Yo, look, I've kind of laughed at Igor Thiago all year long. Yeah. Not that I think he's a scrub, but it's just like...
You just refuse to believe he's that good.
Aesthetic bias is real, bro. I'm not going to lie. And I look at Igor Thiago sometimes and like, it's not Mbappe. It's not Kane, right? You struggle to believe the hype. But the numbers that he put up for Brentford are no joke.
Yeah.
Whether people want to say he's a 3 p.m. demon or whatever. And I'm not going to lie. I saw this performance for Brazil against Panama, bro. He was slightly moving me. Like, I'm interested in seeing how Ancelotti lines these guys up,
you
right?
You think Ancelotti starts him?
Maybe. Because he's the only out-and-out number 9, really, that he's brought, as far as I know. Like,
that Enrique guy. But
but you're looking at a lot of, like, Cunha.
Yeah.
Attacker. Rafinha can play across the line. Yeah. Vinny, Neymar, Ryan. Yeah. He's your real old-school brute up front. And I'm interested in seeing if Ancelotti goes for him in certain games, in certain matchups, how much he actually plays. But I think if he gets a chance, I can low-key see. Maybe I'm guessing it. But I'm looking at him. I'm thinking, could you be almost like the guy that almost comes out of nowhere and surprises people at this tournament? Because no one's talking about Igor Thiago, bro. Yeah. People are still saying, "Oh, João Pedro had to be there." Igor Thiago scored more goals than João Pedro, bro. But João Pedro's not. I think João Pedro's a better player, but he's nicer. He plays for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Igor Thiago almost got Brentford to Europe, mate.
Yeah. It's facts.
Hey, I'm looking at Igor Thiago this tournament, bro.
It's not a bad shout. I think another one that I'm invested in, I think is obvious that I say is Elliot Anderson.
Yeah, you're big on him, right?
Yeah, Elliot
Anderson.
What about
Kobe though? How much do you actually think Kobe plays at this tournament?
I think he plays a lot.
You reckon?
I think he plays a lot. Yeah. He'll be
like,
first sub type vibe.
With Elliot Anderson, you reckon the two of them are almost like alternating?
Thomas Tuchel is unpredictable, man, bro. I can't. Like, if Declan Rice gets subbed, it won't surprise me, bro. Do you get where I'm coming from? Like, we will see. But I think he will start with Elliot Anderson. And I'm expecting a really good tournament from him, man. Like, I'm expecting him to be the person on the ball most of the time for England, especially because I'm expecting a slow tempo England team. I am expecting a slow tempo England team. I think the only type of insurgent is going to be if one of them wingers can offer something, right? So I'm looking at, I know Kane's going to be dropping in. I think Elliot Anderson's going to have so much ball time, so much collecting the ball off the back four. And if you look at his statistics, he is other than Rodri, the best line breaking passer in the Premier League statistically. So I think when you're looking at him, he's somebody that I'm expecting to break them lines, get them passes into Kane, where Kane can then start spraying it to whoever he wants to spray it to. So I'm looking at him massively. And listen, this might be my I don't know, what should I say? Like a outside shout of the tournament. Not saying I agree with it right now, because I think with what Declan Rice is doing in Europe with Arsenal and what he's done in the season, Declan Rice is the better player. But I think there's going to be Twitter discussion this tournament that Elliot Anderson is a better player than Declan Rice. I think that's going to be something that comes out of this tournament. I think a lot of people are going to be like, what, seeing them next to each other, I think Anderson's better. I don't agree with that right now, but I think that's going to be Twitter discussion that's going to come out of this tournament.
Can I tell you who I think could have a really, really good tournament if given the opportunity? I think it's Cherki, man.
I just don't know if he's going to be given the opportunity.
I think he will. I think Deschamps, like Deschamps.
But it was this Elise 10 thing.
No, look, that's what I'm saying. I think, will Cherki start the first game? I don't know. But I think eventually he's going to break his way into this team, similar to how he did at City, man. I just, like, you know how you always say talent is talent?
Yeah.
Bro, I saw Cherki against Spain, bro, coming on and changing the game on a dime, playing that way. I saw, Cherki is almost
game
like
changer.
And he's like mainlined for international football. You think of the players that light up the World Cups. He's that kind of player. And I think he's the most natural creator that France have. So when you're looking at Dembele and Doué and Mbappe, of course, running about, I want Cherki feeding them, man. People are talking about France's midfield looking weak.
I personally think they need that.
I'm not going to lie. If they put out Tchouameni, Kone or Rabiot, either one of them, and then Cherki in front of them, I think that's a pretty good midfield, man. I'm not going to lie. I like that midfield.
I think it's exactly, as you said, it's exactly what Usman needs. It's exactly what even Elise needs. It's exactly what Mbappe, he's the glue for me. He could be the glue player in that offense. Offense sounding like basketball. He could be that glue player in that attack that France need. I really think, because Elise is but I think Elise, Dembele, Doué, it's all Mbappe. It's a little bit sameish.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they're not creative, but I don't look at them as...
No, they're not natural passers like Cherki.
Yeah, Cherki is a genius.
And by the way, we don't even have to be afraid to say this anymore. Like, we've moved past this idea of what Cherki could be. Cherki just showed that he's one of the best playmakers on the planet. That's not even a conversation about, if he gets unlocked, he's there, right?
Yeah.
Bro, if Cherki is feeding the likes of Mbappe, Dembele, Barcola, Doué, Olise, that is terrifying, bro. That's terrifying, man.
That's 100%. I fully agree. I'm thinking about who else that I might have some stocks in. Anyone that you've got in mind?
Stocks. Ooh.
Like Anderson and Ryan now.
I think Tyler Adams is gonna have a big tournament for the US. I think he has to.
Check out this yank, mate. You know what I mean, guys? Check out this yank.
Tyler Adams is gonna have a big tournament. Who's having a tournament for Nigeria?
But what? Are you repping US now? Yeah.
But I'm just trying to give him flowers. You know? Algeria, Maza. Maradona.
I saw him against Nigeria, bro. Pack it up, bro.
We're not up against fucking Ndidi anymore, bro. We're up against Sabitzer, man. We got. We can breathe a little now, man.
Okay. Wait, so you think Tyler Adams?
I think Tyler Adams, because I look at this US team and I actually think Tyler Adams is a good player in general, man. I really like him, even outside of I think he's a good player, bro. I watch him at Bournemouth. Him and Scott and Christie. That's a good 3-man step right there.
It's not a bad 3-man step. I'm trying to think of who else. You know, who's a very interesting one in general it's just that Argentina team in general. The Argentina team, like, what is the expectation for Argentina? Because actually, for a while, I was thinking they might even do back-to-back. But for some reason, now that I'm getting closer to it, I'm like, maybe they ain't going to do it. I don't know. It depends on what
Messi looks like, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Because I looked at that, I can't lie, I looked at that squad list and I was like...
But did you look at it 4 years ago?
I didn't. But it was up to Messi.
It really depends. You know the thing that I think is getting underspoken about, right? all of these guys are coming off like 60-game seasons, right? And the intensity and this and that. People are going to be coming in. Declan Rice is going to be on fumes.
Yeah.
Bro, Messi's coming in fresh, bro. Messi's halfway through his Inter Miami season, bro.
It's true.
He thought, do back-to-backs like Hawaii.
Yeah,
Messi might come into this tournament sneaky fresh, bro. I'm not going to lie.
He looks good still when he puts on Argentina on top.
That's my whole thing. Like, Argentina, for me, go as far. And I know this could be disproven because Copa America didn't play that much and they still won. But I think they go as far in this tournament as Messi is still able to compete against elite players. And I'm not going to lie. I think Messi can still hang with top players. I don't think he's going to be as standout as he was 4 years ago, but I still think he's contributing, man. So what's a good tournament for Argentina? I mean, they'll say winning it. They probably have expectations to win it.
I mean, I'm trying to think of some of the teams that are at low.
The thing I don't like about Argentina and England, both of them, is I think a lot of players that are coming in for them aren't coming in the best form. That's my word. Or they're coming in injured. Right? Alvarez picked up a knock towards the end. Enzo and McAllister. Messi is Messi, but I'm looking at that. Romero, that's my worry for them. England, it's similar. I'm looking at a lot of players that are either having poor seasons or they're running on fumes or they've had injuries. I don't like that for them.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. That is a good point. England often use that as a point as well. And listen, a lot of big part of this World Cup as well is going to be the altitude and getting used to the atmosphere. Apparently, Thomas Tuchel told every player that's going on a break for England, go in a break in the US, apparently, because he wants them to be used to the jet lag. In fact, it's the jet lag. He wants them to be used to the time zones and stuff. Tuchel's trying to come like he's some international expert. Bro.
It's your first go around too, man.
Bro, literally, he wants them to be within the US time zones.
Fair enough.
So their sleep patterns
very
and stuff.
matter of factly, right? He's really coming in like he knows exactly what he's doing. He's not trying to hear anything else. No, but my point is, like, is he a genius that we're all just kind of disregarding?
We're gonna find out. Or is he just
flapping it like?
We are really, really going to find out.
He's really coming. This whole like, come early. I want you guys used to the altitude. Okay, Tuchel. You a frequent flyer like that, Tommy Tooks.
Let me think about who else there is. You know what though? In every tournament, you always get that guy that like
just emerges.
That not even just emerges. That like he's an okay player, but for some reason he just turns up internationally.
Enter Valencia last tournament.
Yeah, like what I mean. I remember Milan Barros. I don't know if you know Milan Barros, right?
Yeah.
Milan Barros in 2004. Like he just turned up a little bit and stuff. I'm thinking, could that be Kai Havertz for Germany? Could Kai Havertz just have a little sneaky,
he's their guy,
little 5-goal tournament, like in the can he have like a little sneaky one?
I like the way he ended the season. To be fair, so he's entering this tournament in a bit of form. Yeah. Germany's a weird one for me.
He's
right?
their guy for Germany.
Germany's just a weird team. They actually I thought they were pretty good in the Euros. I think they got unlucky. They met Spain when they did. But I don't know. There's not that much hype going into this tournament with them. Maybe it's because Wirtz and Musiala were so mad this season, and also you look at the rest of the team. Rudiger is kind of not the same guy anymore. Kimmich, I don't know. Something about they just called back Neuer. I don't know, man. Maybe that's good for them though, because they can kind of enter this tournament. No one is looking at them to make a splash.
And you know what the Germans are like, right? But yeah, I don't know. I agree with you. I mean,
you know who it could be?
Who?
Well, Gakpo is always that guy at international tournaments.
Yeah,
it goes crazy. But Daniel Malin, since he went to Roma, has been lighting it up, bro.
He looks like Maradona out there,
bro.
Maradona, bro. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Bro, so the Dutch, I feel like the last few tournaments have struggled to go into this tournament.
I don't believe in the Dutch. I just don't believe in the Dutch.
If they can find someone that can catch fire and attack, they got a good defense, man. They got a good midfield. The one thing for me, I don't rate Ronald Koeman at all.
At all, bro.
At all. That's what I worry about. I actually look at their squad. I'm like, that's a decent squad, man.
I feel like we say that every year about
the semi-finals of the Euros last time, bro.
The Netherlands is always a decent midfield. Frankie de Jong and that, and then
Frankie international stage.
Yeah. Frankie.
He looks like Pirlo at these tournaments, bro.
Yeah, and then what? But De Ligt's not there. They got Van der Ven.
They got Van der Ven, Timber, Van Dijk, Van der Ven. They got Van Ecke. They got Dumfries. They got players, bro.
I just offensively, I don't believe in them still.
That's what I'm saying.
Memphis, he's still their go-to. Memphis is still their number one guy.
I think that's the thing. If they go for Malin
as a 9,
he's been.
That what he's playing at 9 for Roma.
You know he has like the third most goals in the league, and he joined in.
Bro, I know he's banging goal. I didn't know it was playing 9. I thought it was still playing out wide. To be fair.
Attacker.
Nah, Marlon was.
You're talking about players that you think are okay. They're okay, and they come to a tournament. That's for me.
Maybe he can announce himself.
He would be it. That's what you describe.
Yeah, maybe he can announce himself. What about from any of the African nations?
I think Ivory Coast are gonna have a big tournament.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's talking about Morocco and Senegal. I have this feeling Morocco's gonna underwhelm. I do. Bro, if you look at their squad, it's completely different to what it was 4 years ago for the most part. And I think they're a really good team, obviously, but I think they're just the easy answer now when you say dark horse. Oh, Morocco's going to do it again. I'm saying Morocco's going to finish above Brazil. I don't think so.
If you're going by facts of the World Cup since the first World Cup 1934?
1930, no?
1930.
Well, okay, either or.
Yeah, if you're going by facts of the first ever World Cup to now, what is a fact that has remained from the first ever World Cup to now?
Is this like, you know the answer?
Yeah, I know the answer, yeah. What is something that has never happened in the World Cup that has always happened? Every single tournament, this thing happens, which counters this other point, is what I'm saying. From 1930 to 2020.
Teams have won it back to back, so it's not that.
Yeah, it's not that.
I don't know. The same 4 semifinalists have been the same every tournament. I don't know, bro.
The answer is a foreign manager has never won the World Cup. So that means, factually, England. Brazil and England are not winning the World Cup. If you just want to go by facts. So, guys, if you're betting, don't bet on England and don't bet on Brazil unless, I mean, that's up to you guys. But a fact is, a foreign manager has never won the World Cup.
Portugal aren't going to win it either, though.
Who's the Portugal manager? Oh, yeah.
Martinez.
And Portugal are not winning the World Cup.
Those kinds of things are always destined to eventually end, though.
1930 to 2020.
Yeah,
brother, that was the World War hasn't even started yet. Hitler hadn't even got going yet. And it's still not been broken, Lyes, bro.
Hitler hadn't even got going yet. It's fucking mental, bro.
Real talk stuff. He hadn't got going. Foreign managers don't win the World Cup. So Brazil, Portugal, and England, the odds are heavily stacked against you.
What are we going to do with this guy, man?
Bro, they're heavily stacked against you. So now we got to think about it. You know, that leaves France, that leaves Germany, that leaves Spain, that leaves, who else is there? And obviously there's some dark horses. That leaves Argentina, of course. There's some dark horses, but
I think that can easily be dispelled, man. Especially because now I feel like more than ever, big national teams have gone for foreign managers. So eventually the percentages are going to... Well, so you're telling me if every single big team enters next tournament with a foreign manager, we're going to get a new winner. Like,
yes,
what the hell? Like,
that winner will come from the guys that stayed pure to their blood, to their bloodline. That stayed pure. That is where the winner will be, bro. Yo, real talks, bro. Real talks. So we're going to see. But hey, that's just a fact anyway. So
that's true.
For me, I'm going to stick with the field.
But you're saying African teams that can do something. I look at Ivory Coast, man. I think Diomande, there's gonna be a lot of eyes on him because he's probably making a move this summer. So what can he do? I thought they looked pretty good at the AFCON. I don't know. I just think it's easy.
Sorry, go on.
I just think it's easy to say Morocco. And I have the sneaky feeling they might go quarterfinals, but semifinals, no chance.
How do you think about if Saliba misses the World Cup? Is that massive?
That's seriously. I mean, you're looking at maybe the best center back in the world.
Yeah,
that's a big miss. Not that Konate and Upamecano, they're no scrubs. They're good center backs, but I think Saliba, like, you almost have like this air of like confidence that he's in your back line.
And he was in the team in the tournament in the Euros, and
he had a really good tournament.
He had a really good tournament. That's a big loss, especially because I'm not too much of a fan of what France have away from their attack. I'm not too moved with their midfield. I'm not moved by their fullbacks.
I think their midfield can hang. Because I think you need to be a functional midfield at a tournament. I don't think the names are great, but like I saw DePaul, McAllister, and Enzo win a tournament last time.
But I feel like Argentina
you're telling me Tchouaméni, Rabiot, and Cherki don't move you.
No, I'm putting Cherki in the attack as the attacker.
I don't
those two the pivot.
For me, Tchouaméni and Rabiot is like that's functional.
Right, don't be surprised to see N'Golo Kante starting games.
That's also functional.
In 2026?
Hey, he had a good Euros last go around. For me, that's functional.
Functional, but is it good enough?
I don't think you have, for international football. I don't think you have to have like. We're gonna look at Xavi and Iniesta, of course, but I've seen teams at national tournaments like Portugal when they won the Euros. Who was in their midfield? Like Andre Silva and Moutinho.
I respect Moutinho, man.
I love Moutinho, but that's not a big name, right? That's a functional midfield.
Yeah, I guess so. And I don't like their fullbacks. I'm not a fan. I'm not liking Koundé and Hernandez as fullbacks.
Yeah,
I'm not fancying that.
To a final last time.
Yeah, listen.
Like everything we're saying, they went to a World Cup final.
It has to come to an end at some point, you know.
Like for me, people are saying that this is Saliba's a big miss for me.
Yeah.
But this is largely the same core that went to the final 4 years ago.
Who's the goalie this time? Man,
I think he's better than what Lloris was 4 years ago.
I ain't really preed him for a long time.
He had a good season for Milan.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of Portugal? Is it their year? Can this finally be? It has to be it for Ronaldo, right?
Well, I mean, it has to be for Ronaldo, but
next World Cup's in Portugal, though.
If he does,
I
say, bro, he has to do the ambassador thing, bro. Bring the trophy onto the pitch, and you know what I mean. We'll do all of that. Be the ambassador, sell the shirts, but bro, you don't need to play. But
I know he's so pissed that
yeah, I know.
Bro, you guys couldn't have pushed this one,
bruh, definitely. But you know what? I think it's weird because I don't even have a predicted winner right now. So I'm literally right now, I'm just doubting everybody, which is kind of crazy. So
well, they all got to prove themselves.
Literally, Portugal.
So you're gonna be shit for this knockout thing, though.
Don't worry, man. When it's time for me to tap in, I'll tap in.
Sports,
lock in.
Hey.
But you know what it is though, like Portugal or another ones like England, like the Netherlands, where it's just like, yeah, you feel like sometimes you feel like they have the squad, and then you go and watch them, and it's like you guys can't even look. You don't even look like you can play football. Sometimes you look at France. I mean, sometimes you look at Portugal and you're like, what style of play are you? What are you guys doing?
Nations League, though. I know it's the Nations League.
Yeah, they've won Nations League twice now. No, but you get to these tournaments.
But I think that core looked pretty good against Spain. I just look like. Here's the thing, right? What do they need to do to win the World Cup?
Listen, I spoke to a Portuguese player. Yeah.
Player.
I spoke to a player that's going to the World Cup, right?
Dallo.
Well, that's what you think. But I spoke to a player.
Who else are you gonna talk to?
Don't worry, bruh. Don't worry. Don't worry. I spoke to a player.
You can't let us know who the player is.
Nah, bro. This is my
sources, bro. You're sources,
now,
bro.
My sources.
Stephen A.
My sources have told me.
Your sources, man.
Bro, my sources have told me. I spoke to him and I said, listen, good team, midfield. And the guy said, yeah, but we need to score goals.
That's why he doesn't want to be named.
He said, yeah.
He's looking at number 7.
Bro, he said,
can you give us a knockout goal?
He said, yeah, but we need to score goals, which makes me think, which makes not even make me think, but which makes me, goes to the point of, is a Bernardo, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Neto frontline enough? With Rafael Leao off the bench. I mean, if Rafael Leao can, for 1 second, prove who he is or what we thought he could become, mate, what a bonus that would be for Portugal.
Are you putting your stocks in Leao for this tournament? Is this going to...
No, I don't know if I am. I don't know if I am.
That's too volatile of a stock right there, bro. I can't lie.
Exactly. That's like, what they say, like what they buy and dip. What do they call it?
Well, buy the dip.
Yeah, when people buy it and then they it crashes immediately after making everyone. I forgot what they call it. A rug pull or something. Everyone invest in Leao. Boom. But I'm looking at. Yes, look at. What's it called? What did you say?
The Doge Tiger one. Remember that one on Twitter? You remember what I'm talking about?
Buy Tiger.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to my man, bro. Shout out to my man. Free him, bro. Big man ting free him. Real talks, free him. Everybody makes mistakes, bro. Listen, bro. Hey, buy Tiger's crazy, bro. Bro, that's buy Tiger's crazy, but yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's a Bernardo, Ronaldo, Neto front three.
Let me ask
enough.
You this.
And who's the other options? Felix. I mean, he's the SPL player of the year.
He's a 2-time Champions League winner, back to back, man. All right, let me ask you this though, right? Because when you're looking at what a team can do to win it, sometimes you have to go back at previous winners and say, could they be somewhat like this? When I look at that Germany team in 2014,
yeah,
they won the tournament starting originally Mario Götze as a false 9, and then they scrapped that and went to Miroslav Klose, who was like on his last legs and was basically just a poacher. Can Portugal mimic? Because Germany, that team was really good. Good center backs, good, obviously all-time great goalkeeper, and a really compact midfield. Schweinsteiger, Khedira, Kroos, Ozil, and Muller in front of them, and then like they didn't have like an amazing front three in terms of speed and goals and stuff like that, right? They were just like compact, good defensively, could pass you off the park, but they were efficient. Can Portugal copy aspects of that Germany team? Like, can Ronaldo give me somewhat of what that Klose did? Right?
Yeah, you're right. You know what? It's a good point because I always feel the team that win the World Cup or these tournaments are the team that reflect looking like a club team the most.
Yeah.
If you can like somehow get a chemistry that you look like these guys are playing for literally for a club that train every week, that's usually the formula.
And there are a lot of things
Argentina,
like Mendes, Vitinha, and Neves. They should know each other's patterns and movements by heart.
Argentina, for example, they played like a club team.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of dogs, you know what I mean? And let their star man do the thing. Spain, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
But that is how I always think it is. If you just go to a tournament and expect individuals just to win it for you, no, it's not going to happen. Individual, you always going to need an individual to be a star.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. Amongst a great gel. 100. So you're right. Portugal, if they can, with that midfield, really and truly, it's the midfield game for them. You know what I mean? And obviously, you know, they got Nuno Mendes and stuff, as you said. But that midfield, Nanes, Cancelo, is Cancelo a star?
I would assume so. Him or Dallo, but I think Cancelo ended the season really well for Barca, to be fair to him.
So I think so. Who's their centre-back options? Diaz didn't get called up. He didn't get called up.
What?
No, he didn't get called up, bro.
Ruben Diaz didn't get called up?
No, bro. I've told man about Ruben Diaz for 10 years now.
But that's shocking.
No, he didn't get called up.
Wow.
Inacio.
So it's going to be Inacio and what's the other guy's name? Antonio Silva.
I don't know if it's going to
be Ruben Diaz didn't get called up for the World Cup. You're lying, bro. You're lying.
Yeah, check it out. Let's see.
Well, Maya Jama got him.
Bro, he took mad L's, bro. Maya Jama, he didn't win the league and then he didn't get a call up. That's a triple homicide.
Hold on a minute. I don't know if I believe you, bro.
Look, let me check.
I don't know if I believe you. I feel like you just got spun or something like that, bro.
Did I get spun?
I think you might have, bro. Portugal team.
Oh, I think I got spun.
I told you right now. Shut
up. Wait. I think I might. Wait, let's see. No, he's at the World Cup. I got spun, you know? Maybe the provisional lineup didn't have it. Oh, now Portugal's chances are completely gone down now.
You stink, man.
They've gone down. They're now.
Diaz enters the tournament with a free mind now, bro.
Do you reckon he might try and put Mateus Nunes right back?
Maybe.
Copying and Pep thing.
Maybe. They had a good season. They got options there, but it's probably gonna be Diaz and Inacio.
Yes.
I think that can hang, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
They ain't even called up that Silva guy, by the way.
Is it Antonio Silva? They get called up.
Antonio Silva's not here
injured or something. Yeah, so it'll probably be Inacio and Diaz.
Who's their centre back options?
Inacio, Diaz, and I don't know. I don't know. But anyway,
Vega. He can play
Renato Vega from Villarreal. Yeah, I mean, look, for me, I agree with you. It comes down to the attack. Can Cristiano Ronaldo finish chances off? Can he get in the right is his athleticism enough to still hang with the elite center backs? That's a valid question, but I'm looking at Portugal, man. If you're not going to do it now, when are you going to do it? This is your golden generation. This is, people will look at 04 and 06, but this is really the best collection all coming together at the same time that they have had. So I think they got to look at this tournament as a huge opportunity, man. You got to send your goat off in the right way, bro. Argentina sent their goat off. You got to send your goat off in the right way too. And you know what I really like from the last Nations League? I think Cristiano Ronaldo showed for the first time that he's willing to take a step back when he needs to. I think for a while, the last few tournaments, Ronaldo was still in this mentality that, well, I'm still Ronaldo, I'm still the guy. I saw him taking himself off before penalty shootouts for the last Nations League. So maybe he's in a mind state too that he doesn't have to be playing every minute or have to be the guy at every single second of the game for this team to do well. Nice.
I don't know about anything else. I'm thinking about what else other topics we can move to.
Okay, I'll just do a rapid questions. Okay. All right, so just to wrap this up, I'm going to do rapid topics. Ooh. Just give me a quick answer for each of them.
Okay.
Top scorer at the tournament.
You kind of moved me with your Igor Thiago speech.
No, what?
You kind of moved me, but
brother said Igor Thiago for top scorer.
No, I'm gonna go.
Then again, that's how it ends up happening, you know.
Kane.
Is it too easy to say Mbappe?
No, I mean, listen, why not?
You moved me with your habits. Yeah. I go Mbappe.
Okay.
Biggest surprise.
Team or player?
Team.
Japan.
I go Mexico.
Oh.
Hey,
Mexico run into England though. In last 16.
Never mind.
Yeah, they run into England last 16. If they top.
Never mind. Mexico's not gonna go that far though. I'll stick with what I said before then. Ivory Coast.
Okay.
Rising star.
Ooh,
You said Ryan. I guess.
Ryan.
That makes sense.
Yep.
I can't remember who I said. I said a few. Go back to the start of the video for whoever.
You didn't say player. You
A
just
rising
because you went to
star.
Ego Thiago. You didn't say a rising star.
Sharky doesn't count as a rising star. Does he?
Nah,
He's
not
already
really.
kind of established now at this point. Rising star, I would go for. That's a tough one, bro. Who are the young players? The thing is, it's impossible almost to be like a breakthrough star now because everyone knows everybody, man.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who you are. Nico Paz. I don't know, bro. Is he even gonna play because of Messi?
Oh yeah, true. Good shout, though.
I like him. I think he's a really good player.
Good shout.
Is he kind of in that role as long as Messi is there? No number 10 is really gonna thrive for Argentina. Who else is there in terms of rising stars that could really like emerge this tournament?
Does Kobe count, or is he established now?
I think he's
Zay Emery. Does Zay Emery count?
He might be the guy, that we're talking about this France midfield. Maybe he's the one that kind of breaks in, and all of a sudden you say, "Oh, that looks a little better." Maybe so. We'll go Warren Zay Emery. Maybe. Okay. Biggest disappointment. Team. England. I'm going England, man.
You going England?
I have a feeling Brazil's gonna knock you guys out.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
If you lose to Brazil, that's disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's where England quarterfinals where England go. France. Fuck it. I mean, the biggest disappointment. If France don't win it, it's the biggest disappointment. I mean,
is it a disappointment if they don't win it?
If they don't get to the final, it's a big disappointment.
Wow.
I think comparing with the way everybody's salivating over this team, let's go France.
Could it not be Spain?
I'm starting to get concerned because of their injuries.
For me, there's a big loss too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm starting to get because they don't have a striker at the moment.
Oyarzabal be doing.
Yeah. I'm getting concerned about that a little bit. Let me ask you one. The vet of the tournament.
The OG.
The OG of the tournament. You going Casemiro?
Casemiro.
Oh, good shout.
Casemiro is about to run it back. Before going to Inter Miami, he's giving you one more.
Is it me or something feels right about Brazil like doing something in America? I don't know. Did they do something in the last time?
I've said that about every tournament.
Didn't they lose in the final actually?
In the US.
No, that's what Italy skied it, innit?
No, they won it the last World Cup US.
But they got Ancelotti, foreign manager. Cancels it out.
I'm gonna go Casemiro, man.
Cool. I'm gonna go Laporte.
Did he get called up for Spain?
Yeah.
I don't think he did, bro. I don't think he did.
If my boy Laporte didn't get called up,
I don't think he did, bro.
Bro, if my boy Laporte,
I'm not sure he did, bro.
What?
I think Pugil got called up.
What?
Hold on, Hoyson definitely didn't get called up. Did Laporte get called up?
They called up the boy Laporte. Come on, man. You gonna be shook for
they left out a lot of big names, obviously.
Yeah. No, oh shit! I'm looking at 2022. Hold on.
I saw Enrique as the coach.
No, I'm looking at literally Enrique's issue on the poster as well.
I don't know if they called him up, bro.
Hold on. Oh no, Laporte got called up. I'm seeing some Spain guy talk about it. Yeah. Laporte got called out. Whoo, cute Pubal.
Is he gonna start though?
Pubal, Garcia. You think he better? He better start. Yeah, he better start. I'm going Laporte, bro. Are you crazy? Well, for a while I've been saying Spain, so I'm just gonna stick with them because I have a doubt over everybody and stuff. I have a doubt over them, but because I had them in my mind from before, I'm gonna stick with them because I just think they play football the way that I think is required to win tournaments. So I'm going to stick with Spain.
That's fair. I'm going to go with Portugal.
Cristiano.
I'm going to go with Portugal.
Hello. Hold on.
Hello.
Does the GOAT conversation open up again? Hello.
Depends what he does.
Hello.
Depends what he does. I'll ask you this. If Portugal are to win the World Cup, what's the biggest role Cristiano can have? Like, what does Cristiano's World Cup look like if Portugal win the World Cup?
Clutch goal.
You got to give me one. I need one clutch goal from Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, a clutch
one.
Mate, a knockout round goal. Ronaldo, come on. Let's stop playing here now, mate. A knockout round goal is required.
Bro, the best goal scorer of all time doesn't have a knockout goal.
I would say kind of his role in the Euros when they won it. Can you give me similar to that?
He was amazing in the Euros.
Yeah, no, but think about it. He scored a clutch goal against Hungary.
I think he finished with like 6 goals in that tournament.
Yeah, but would you say it was like, I don't know if it was like vintage Ronaldo.
No, but it was still like that version of Ronaldo at that period, just goal scorer.
I think he was clutch more than great in that tournament. And that was good.
Yeah, but he gave you a lot of clutch moments, bro.
He scored against Wales.
Yeah, the back heel against Hungary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, to save them. Can you give me that? Yeah, give me that. Give me that.
I don't know if he's still giving you that. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn.
That header against Wales. Can you get up that high anymore?
Oh, come on. Cristiano, come on.
I'm not so sure anymore.
He can do it, man.
I'm not so sure he can get that high up anymore, bro.
He can do it. Listen, give me that. If he can just give me that, because
I need one clutch goal.
I don't need top scorer of the tournament stuff. If you can just give me some clutch moments, and the rest of them, yes, you're going to probably have to carry a 42-year-old striker. Yeah. Give me some, but Ronaldo, when the opportunity aligns, take it. Bury it. Be clutch. Goals? I think he'll score about 2-3 pens this tournament.
Yeah, but non-penalty goals.
Non-penalty goals. Give me
2.
Give me 2 clutch non-penalty goals. 3 penalties.
Give me 1 clutch, 1 goal in the group stage, and give me 2 penalties. You can finish this with 4
goals, 2 pens,
4 for a 42-year-old. I can accept that.
I might need him to pad the group stage just a
little. Okay, well, now you're going too far, bro.
Just give me like 3 in the group stage.
Oh, and then 2 in the knockouts.
And then 2 in the knockouts, yeah.
That's 5. That's an amazing. That's an amazing tournament, bro.
Still Cristiano.
That'd be his best tournament ever, bro.
Yeah, it needs to be.
He's 42.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He's 42 years old.
You're selecting yourself in these teams at the moment, so go and score goals, mate. You know what I mean? And I think he can.
Yeah, fair enough.
Believe in him.
Any other topics you want? Any categories other than that? Or are you good?
Finally, golden ball. Who's winning it?
The best player. The best player.
Best player of the World Cup.
Hey, we're going four in a row, man. Bruno Fernandes.
You've got them to win
if
it.
If Yamal is fit, Yamal will win it, I think.
I actually think there's a chance. If Yamal's fit, Yamal will win it, you're saying. But I actually think there might be a chance that it could be like a Rodri, you know. Slow tempoed in international football. He's going to have a million passes per
let's
game.
not do that again, man.
I know it's uncomfortable. It's jarring. I know, but it could be. It could be, bro.
I'm going to stick with Bruno.
I don't even think he was the best player for Spain anyway.
Yamal was the best player.
Yeah, so that was ridiculous. But I'm really factoring in this heat, you know? I'm really factoring in how slow tempo I think the games are going to be. I just think Rodri, every game, he's going to have the most passes, the most touches. You know that stat that they bring at the end of the game? For the game, first. But
it was hot in Qatar too, and Rodri completed 200 passes and got knocked out by Morocco, bro.
Yeah, that Enrique team, that's when he was a fraud, bro. He was finding himself, bro. Enrique was trying to find himself.
At center back with 250 passes.
Bro, that was nonsense, man. That was nonsense. So I'm gonna look at Rodri, bit of a little kind of restored his name a little bit this year, a little bit. Still saw some flaws in him, but I'm thinking maybe go Spain, big leadership role, lots of touches, lots of passes. Spain win games.
Let me ask you this, because right now the Ballon d'Or is wide open, wide open. I don't think there's a clear-cut winner right now. I think the winner will be decided by I think whatever happens, the World Cup will decide the winner. Who do you think almost has like the most to gain from that? Like, okay, no, let me rechange that question. At the end of the tournament, who will be the front runner for the Ballon d'Or?
I mean, that is a massive question. I mean, goddamn, I don't actually know. Well, I've got Spain winning it.
Yamal.
So I have to say Yamal. And because I've got Spain winning it, I'm sure you have to go with Vitinha?
Mendes, maybe?
No, Mendes.
Oh, he's not going to win the Ballon d'Or. What?
Vitinha.
No,
Vitinha,
Bruno wins the golden ball and the player of the year.
All right, let me ask you a question.
This might be the GOAT individual season ever.
Let me ask you a question. I asked you off air. Who is a player that is completely not in the discussion right now for Ballon d'Or that can just jump into a top 5?
You're not gonna like my answer.
Nowhere.
It's Messi, bro. It's Messi. It is Messi. If Messi wins the World Cup for Argentina, his name and obviously his performances are going to put him there, bro. Whether you like it or not, that's true, right? If Messi wins the World Cup for Argentina this year, he's going to be in Ballon d'Or conversations because he's Messi.
Yeah.
I think it's him, right? It has to be him, or it would have to be like a Bruno who would have to
I think Bruno would, if the season ended, do you reckon where would he be now?
He'd make the
top
list,
10?
but
top
right now he'd be in the top 10 for Ballon d'Or.
No,
I don't think there's a chance. No way.
I
think he's in the top 30. I think he qualifies for the list.
Yeah.
But he's not even in the conversation. But if he wins the World Cup and has an amazing tournament, he'll be in the top 10. Based on how the World Cup weighs in these conversations, he'll be top 10.
Who's completely out of it? I'm trying to think of people that had disappointing seasons.
Maybe like a Jude.
Yeah, I was thinking about Jude. Somebody that had a disappointing season and just has a good World Cup. Obviously, their nation's probably going to have to win it or at least get to the final. I'll probably say someone like Jude. Big name, disappointing season, nothing to lose kind of vibe, all to gain. So I'll say Jude. That's not me saying he's going to have a great World Cup. I'm just saying I think that could be one. You know, because he's a big I think you have to be a big player as well.
Yeah,
I don't think you can just be like a.
That's why I said Messi.
Yeah, you have to be a big player that grabs attention and headlines, and Jude loves all of that. So, couple clutch goals, England go far. All of a sudden, you go from wow, Jude is mid, which people are saying, to hold on, he might be sneaking into top. Kind of like Cole Palmer did with his Club World Cup.
I mean, is that not what Zidane did in 06?
Yeah,
Zidane played half because that was calendar year. He played half the year.
Yeah.
He had a disappointing final season at Real Madrid, and then he almost won the damn thing.
Yeah.
Based on this World Cup.
Exactly. So yeah, let's see.
There's a lot to discuss, man. There's a lot to look forward to. But we will be with you guys every step of the way this summer. We're going to be continuing the show over the summer. We're going to be uploading on our own personal stuff. And of course, we are going to be running this 100K survival mode for the World Cup. Make sure to click either of the links down below, whether you want to spend money or not. There is something for you guys, and we can't wait for you guys to join our journey. With that being said, guys, it's been another episode of the Eye Test. It's been myself, the S, and my guy, CultureCams, and we'll see you guys for the very next episode, where we should both be in the US. Peace.